Okay, hello members. I just thought what might be useful for everybody, particularly the new board members, but every member is quite, might get a little bit of use out of this. I've just decided to do a little lesson in how to use Clubrunner and basically send emails and set up templates. Okay, so everybody should have their own login details. If you haven't used our website before, you just go to, everybody can see the share screen. Just go to member area. A bit slow, the computer. Okay, so we've got a basic first up area there where everything is. Membership manager is generally for the membership director. A lot of these are not accessible if you're a general member. It just depends on the level that you've been given. But everybody's got access to emails. So that's the first and easiest thing to do. You go to Email Message Center. Now, what we're going to do is I'll show you how to set up an email template. So that way you've got all your information on there and you can just send that same template every time. So I've actually set up a standard template in there. So we'll go to email templates. Now you can see that I've got standard for 2020, 2021, and I've just copied that because we're so close to the end of this year. Might as well do it for the next Rotary year. So if you go to that standard for 2020-21, you can actually copy that. Okay, so go to the little arrow there, see, and it's got copy. So you can put your own name in there, or just delete that out. Test 9. So you can put your name in there as your template, and then we'll save that. I'll put test name 1. I'm not sure if there's another one there. Save. So there's test name 1. Okay, so we'll go to edit. We can edit that. So we'll go to that one. Now you can just put in all your details there, change that. You see, as you can see, quite easily change that. Test your name, etc. There. Then you could actually change the logos if you wanted to. I'll put the new theme logo there and ours. That's a little bit tricky doing that. I can show you that if you like. So to put any, you could actually put a photo of yourself there if you like. So if you go into images, it's a little bit fiddly in this Clubrunner. So this is where it looks a bit strange, but you have to go to Browse Server, okay, in that part. So it's Images, Browse Server. Then you need to go to My Images. Now, all of these images in here are ones that I've put in or other people have put in, and they're all the images that have been put on our website and logos added and things like that. You see, I've just added the latest logos. So if you go to upload there, it'll go to your computer, and you can actually put in an image of yourself or another logo or anything like that. But there's a little trick to it. So say we go, I'll just show you, so we go to that rotary wheel. Okay, so I'll put that there. Now, what will happen is, so there it is there, it's gone in there. So then if we want to go to that, now what will happen is it comes to this screen. So you clicked on that to put it into your email. Now this is the tricky bit. You've got to put the pixels in here. That 1050 by 1050, they'll be far too big. That'll take up pretty well the whole of your email template. and it's just a matter of guessing. But I've found like the ones I put in there, it automatically picks the height. So if you put in say 200, it'll probably get about the right size. So we'll just try that, and there it is. You see, that's just that's actually put it where the cursor is, but you'd have to put the cursor in the right place first. But you can see at 200, it's around about the right size. So that's just a little bit of a trick you got to remember. So then you go to save, and then you've saved that you've saved your template, which would have your name on the templates. Okay. So then we can go back to, so you've got your template set up. We can go back to manage emails. And this is the main page which you would normally go into. So that's relatively simple, sort of. So we go to the orange square, compose new message. There. Now, this is the first step, is picking who you want to send it to. If you go to the crosses, you can basically dig down into an actual individual member. So you've got, generally, if you want to send it to every member, which majority of emails you would, you just tick that box and it goes to the 48 active and honorary members. But if you don't, if you wanted to send it just to a committee or something like that, you hit that box, the plus box, you can go to expand, and there's all our members. You can just tick which ones you want to send it to, you see. So see, I've just sent that one to myself, 1 out of 42. Or what may be useful to some people is this one here. This is not our club. This is the club executives and directors of all the other clubs in the district. So if you hit that plus, you can send it to all the presidents, all the president-elects, which is not usually one you'd pick, but generally, if you wanted to send one like a big fundraiser we were doing, you could send it to all the presidents and all the secretaries of every club, or you could dig down again, go to expand, and you could just pick selected clubs, you see? Just pick those selected clubs. Okay, that's that one. Then we have custom distribution lists, which some of our members have set up, like Charles, I think, has set up the current board. You'd tick that one. So somebody will be setting up the new board in there if you just wanted to send it to our board members. That's a common one. Or the other one that I use is friends. So you go to plus, you go to expand in friends, and you can add friends. So these are a lot of people, say, that have visited our club many times. Some of the Rotaractors, Blake's there, and some of the guests that have come and are now members. But you can tick anyone you like there. I actually put in Karen Andrews and Pauline Young in there. So anybody can add those in friends. That's in the first part where we first came in into Clubrunner. You can add that. Okay, so you pick who you want to send it to. Now you've got to put a subject, test. Now we go to, so you want to select your template. So I'm going to select the test one. So select, it's custom. Okay, so it's custom, they're customized templates. Okay, so in there, I'll go to test name one. So that'll be your name there. And then you have to go to insert. Okay, you got to up the top. There it is. That's a silly one there. We just did test with the big wheel. Now, you can add files up to 5 megabytes. So you got to be careful about that. Not too many photos on a file. Just hit that and it'll just go into your computer, select any file, add that. Now, I don't worry about using this. You don't need to send a list of the recipients. That's not necessary. you don't really need to copy yourself in on the email, because it's more than likely you're going to send it away as one of them. You can schedule it, but normally you wouldn't do that. That's automatically set at send right now. So if you wanted to test it, test your first one, you hit send to myself, and you go, and it'll go to yourself. So I've just sent this one. I've just sent this one to myself as a member there by ticking that box in here. So we'll just try that and hit send, and it'll, didn't put the subject, test. Yeah, that's a trick. Another bit of a trick is you have to, another bit of a silly thing really, you have to put the template in first and then put the subject, because if you put the subject in first and then a template, it deletes the subject. So you put the template first and then the subject, and then we'll go to send just to, that's sending just to me. That will probably normally say 48 if you're sending to every club member. Okay. And then it goes back here. Now, don't be alarmed about this queued for sending, because it stays there for quite a while. But you don't have to leave it open. I just check to see that I've received the email. And once I've received the email, I know that everybody's received the email. So then you can just log out of Clubrunner. 99% of the time it comes within 30 seconds, but for some reason I've had a few times where it takes a few minutes. But I generally check that I've received it before I log out. So that's it. So I hope you got all that, but otherwise you can just rewind it and have a look at a few things again. Okay, so thanks for that.